welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. And I have mentioned before on this channel that my December TBR is the one that I look forward to making the most, and I have kind of tweaked it and fine-tuned it all year because I just want my December reading when it's Christmas time to be fun and festive and cozy and all of those December things. So I will show you the books that I have, some buddy reads, some ones that I'll just be reading on my own, and the first one that I'll be reading on my own is from the Christmas at Fairacre collection by Miss Reed. These are very twee, cozy Christmas stories. Miss Reed has a whole slew of books. She was just very prolific. And the two in this collection that I will be reading are The Christmas Mouse and No Holly for Miss Quinn. And what's really special about these is that you can read them over the course of a couple hours. It's really nice writing, but it's very easy to just zip right through. And so these are things that I can start on Christmas Eve and finish on Christmas Day. It's kind of a tradition that I have. So I'm looking forward to reading these two Fairacre Christmas stories again. Then a buddy read I will be doing with Becky Ford and Katie from Life Between Words and Amanda Center is Winter Solstice by Rosamund Pilcher. So it's time for me to get back into some Rosamund Pilcher. And when I bought this last year and I saw the title, I decided I would save it for that solstice time of year. And from what I can tell, this is a bunch of strangers ending up in a house for the winter holiday together, ending up in the same house, and kind of how their lives are forever changed after meeting one another. So it's Rosamund Pilcher. I know it's going to be cozy and heartwarming and perfect for the month of December. The next that's going to be a reread that it's been years since I've read this is Mandy by Julie Edwards. And this is a really classic feeling story that Julie Edwards, aka Julie Andrews, wrote about a girl who is an orphan, and there is a wall right near the orphanage, and behind the wall are woods that she goes and escapes into one day and finds an abandoned little cottage and kind of adopts the cottage and nurtures the garden near the cottage back to health. And it's just a really sweet story, and it ends on Christmas Day. So it's very appropriate. And I will be doing this as a buddy read with Katie from Life Between Words. So of course, definitely looking forward to that. Then I am going to be treating myself to another Elizabeth Gouge, and that is The Dean's Watch. And I've heard this is a really good one for Christmas. From what I can tell, this is a cathedral town, and it involves vicar becoming really good friends with a watchmaker. And I think it's just they're both have difficult things they have to deal with in their life, but through this time and through their friendship, they're able to kind of grow and change from that. Then next is a buddy read with Ange from Beyond the Pages, and that is The Bachelor by Stella Gibbons. And I am really looking forward to this because the last Stella Gibbons that I read that I really enjoyed was Nightingale Wood, and that was at the very beginning of the year, so it's high time I read another from her, and I'm looking forward to it. And from what I can tell, this is a little bit similar to Winter Solstice in that there are a couple of people who don't really know each other and they end up staying at a house together, although it is not at Christmas time. Then to put some suspense and intrigue into my TBR, I wanted something really cozy and atmospheric but mysterious at the same time. So you saw me haul this a little while ago, and this is Mary Stuart's Madam Will You Talk? And I'm trying to, give some buzz to Mary Stuart because to me, she is as good as Daphne du Maurier and wrote around the same time. And her Nine Coaches Waiting was absolutely wonderful. I absolutely enjoyed it. And so I want to give Madam Will You Talk a try. And from the sound of this, it takes place in Provence, and it seems like there's a woman who thinks this man may be a murderer and she can't help but fall in love with him. So it sounds very dramatic, and I look forward to reading another Mary Stuart. Then something that's going to be so much of a treat is a buddy read I will be doing with Lisa from Lichen Books, and we will be reading Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Now, I have read Pride and Prejudice 2 times prior to this, so I will be really interested to see, as anytime when you're rereading Jane, the new things that I will observe. I honestly enjoy rereading her more than reading her for the first time. So looking forward to heading back to the land of the Bennet sisters and Mr. Darcy and the Bingleys and all of the humor that Pride and Prejudice has. Then, as a treat to myself after that, I hauled this summer the Fitzwilliam Darcy Gentleman series trilogy. And this is Jane Austen fan fiction, which what month would be more appropriate than December to treat yourself to some Jane Austen fan fiction? And so the books are An Assembly Such as This, Duty and Desire, and These Three Remain. So from everything that I can tell, all of my friends that have read it, they say it's like kind of over the top and ridiculous, but it's highly enjoyable. So I think for Austen fans, you just enjoy it, even though you know it is a little bit ridiculous and dramatic. Then a real treat that I'm looking forward to is The Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher. This is a children's book that Tom Fletcher wrote. It came out just a couple months ago, so I wanted to save it for this month, of course, being the month of Christmas. And it's about a little boy who asks for a dinosaur from Santa and all of the adventures that they have. And what's really delightful about this is it will just be such a treat to look at because it has a fair number of pictures in there. And it seems like something I could really just get through in a matter of hours, and it will just be really fun. So looking forward to that. And then my 2 mystery buddy reads that I will be doing with Kate from the novel Nomad is A Suitable Vengeance by Elizabeth George, and this is the 4th in the Inspector Lynley series. And we are just chomping at the bit to get back to some Inspector Lynley. And then we will also be reading the 4th Flavia de Luce, which is I Am Half Sick of Shadows. And this one is set at Christmas time, so we wanted to save it for this month. Then I am also hoping to read A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I reread this every few years, and it's something you can get through very briefly. And then Cider with Rosie. And this is by Lori Lee, and it seems kind of akin to Lark Rise to Candleford, but maybe with a little bit more plot, I'm hoping. I don't have my copy handy right now, but this summer I hauled the Folio Society edition, and so I'm hoping that I'll love it, and then I'll be happy that, you know, I paid for a Folio Society edition. But I'll let you guys know what I think, and I'm looking forward to it. So please let me know what December reads you're doing, if you're doing anything festive, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. Bye, guys.